You're watching Reality Check. New government filings in the Supreme Court have raised serious questions over whether India will be able to vaccinate the entire adult population by the end of as promised. India had claimed that we'll be able to meet that highly challenging target by vaccinating about 1 crore of people every day. But an affidavit filed by the centre in court this weekend suggests, at least in the coming month of July, India's vaccine supply is going to be less than half that number. Just 40 a day of Covishield and Covaxin combined, nowhere near that 1 crore mark, raising worries over the third wave. This comes at a time when the government, including the Prime Minister, how India has vaccinated more people than the USA, crossing 32 crore vaccines so far. A figure, while true, omits to mention that calculated as a percentage of population, only about 4% of all Indians have received both doses, amongst the lowest in the world when major countries. Now, Mariam Alvi joins me. She's done a deep dive into the centre's affidavit to find a number of worries and anomalies over India's vaccine goals. So, Mariam, take us through this affidavit, which, as we've been looking at, is raising serious questions about whether India can actually do 1 crore doses a day.
Yes, Vasu. So most of our data for the day is based on this document, that an affidavit filed by the central government in the Supreme Court dated 26 June 2021. We've done a deep dive of this and we have found at least 5 different concerns or worries. That the first one, as you mentioned, is about our ability to meet our vaccine targets. According to the affidavit, the central government has said that they would be supplying about 12 crore doses to states and union territories in the month of July. Now, 12 crore doses in a month translates to less than 40 lakh doses a day. This is significantly lower than our vaccine targets of 1 crore doses a day. Now, that raises the question of when our supply is so much lower than our vaccination targets, how does the government plan to vaccinate the entire adult population this year? Now, worry number 2. The government has also reduced its projections of vaccine supplies between August to December by about 37%. Now, last month in May, or to be May 13th to be precise, the Ministry of Health in a press briefing had said that to be able to vaccinate the entire adult population, we would be having about 216 crore doses available between August to December this year. But according to the affidavit, this number has been revised down now. They now say that between August to December we'll have about 135 crore doses. There is no explanation given as to why this number has been revised down either. Worry number 3. The government has touted the number of 12 crore doses for the month of July is being touted as this big milestone for this government. But if we look closely by the government themselves in the affidavit, it looks like there's a possibility that June production or the June supply was possibly higher than what we're expecting in July. In June, we would have gotten around 15 crore doses compared to an expected 12 crore doses in the month. Now, how did we arrive at this number? The central government in its affidavit said that between January to July, we are expecting about 51.6 crore doses. Of these, between January to May, about 25 crore doses have been supplied, and we are expecting another 12 lakh in July. Now, the difference of about 15 crore doses should then be available in June. The end of this milestone that is being touted of 12 crore doses in the month of July, is that actually a step down from what we had gotten in June? We had gotten about 15 crore doses in June, and now we're going to be getting only 12 crore doses in July. Is our vaccine supply capacity actually going down then?
Right, interesting and important. So I think, Mariam, you were looking at the affidavit and it's also raising questions particularly between the two main vaccines we're using, particularly about Covaxin, about whether the projected numbers that the government has put out for Covaxin are realistic.
Yes, so according to the affidavit, we are expecting about 14 crore doses of Covaxin between August to December this year. This works out to about 8 crore doses every month. than 10 times our current supply of Covaxin, wherein between January to May on average received about 74 lakh doses of the vaccine. And supply issues with Covaxin have been flagged earlier as well, with allegations of them not being able to fulfill orders that have already been placed. In such a scenario, is it realistic to expect Covaxin to be able to action and up their supply capacity by over 10 times in what is essentially just a month? That again is a big question, Vasu.
Right. And lastly, I think, Mariam, one of the things you are looking at is that all these numbers that the government is talking about of being able to reach 1 crore doses a day was predicated on not just Covishield and Covaxin, but all big numbers in from other companies like Zydus and BioE. But there too, there is a question mark.
Yes, so remember how just earlier I said that the government had reduced their projections for August to December from 216 crore doses to 135. Now 35 crore doses that they are expected to supply in August to December. 35 crore doses are of two vaccines, which is the biological E and Zydus Cadilla's DNA vaccine. Neither of these vaccines are for use in India yet. In fact, the affidavit itself says that their availability is subject to their approval.
Right. Okay, so serious questions there about India's targets versus actual supply. Thank you very much indeed, Mariam. Number one, India is falling short of targets through July. Instead of 12 crore doses of vaccine means just 40 lakh doses a day versus the 1 crore target. The projected vaccine supply is down by almost 40% already. There are serious discrepancies over whether June is going to be higher than July, while it should be the other way around, and so on and so forth. Let's go across to panel. We have with us Dr. Subhash Salunke, Chief Technical Advisor on COVID-19 Management to the Maharashtra Government. We have Dr. Rachna Kucheria, telemedicine epidemiologist, Sridhar V, Associate Editor of Frontline. But let me start with Dr. Naveed Vig, HOD Medicine and Chairman of COVID Task Force at AIIMS. Thank you so much, Dr. Vig, for joining us. Now, if you look at these vaccine production numbers, this is the government's own data. It's not looking very less than 40 lakh doses in the month of July. How are we going to hit that 1 crore mark at this stage?
Yeah, so I agree with you. So it is question of numbers and capacity. We cannot win till everybody wins.
Yeah.
It was a war,
Right.
and it is a global emergency. So we have to think globally, right?
Yes.
So we have to now see how much we have and how much we can produce and how much we can get, and then we can get the bottom of the solution. It is Team India cannot let its guard down.
No, that's very true.
Let me
Yes.
We must not play rash shots so that we get third wave. We know how can we make COVID a common. We can make COVID on common flu by vaccinating 100% and by using clean mask and COVID appropriate behavior.
Agree.
Now we see for next month we have a problem. So for next month in July we have to ensure that we don't keep our guard has to be perfect.
So you're saying,
And we ensure that COVID appropriate behavior is there, and after that, after July, what is committed is till December, so probably plenty of vaccines will come. We have plenty of vaccines like, we have biological E, we have sub-unit
but that's the question.
mRNA is also there, and Covaxin, many companies-
Dr. Vig, I agree with
So the
you.
issue is we can't let.
I agree, we can't let our guard down. No, that's a very important point. Even if the vaccines are not fully up to the numbers we need, we can't. But the question really is that even, these are just the numbers for July, where we know it's falling seriously short of 1 crore, just 40 lakhs. It's still not clear going forward, Dr. Salunke, whether even in August, September, etc., there will be from 40 lakhs to 1 crore is a massive jump. That means we have to literally double our production and get all these other vaccines in like biological E and so on. But A, can we double or literally triple up production in just a month? And B, these other vaccines have not even been cleared yet.
I think we are expert for manufacturing of the vaccine, so I can't answer about whether it will be easy for the companies to double or triple the production. It is absolutely true that we are heading for serious trouble. If what is happening right now, what is being presented in the affidavit doesn't really build the confidence in a public health community like us. See, there are 3 or 4 major areas taken into consideration. One is rapidly mutating virus. We do not know how it is going to happen.
Right.
Number 2, most of the state there is a pressure to release the so-called restrictions.
Right.
Number 3, our people are not really responsible fashion.
Yes.
Number 4, the infection immunity that is being indicated, even though even in children it is indicated about 50-60%, is not going to show a great result unless it is supported with the vaccine immunity.
Right.
On all 4 fronts,
We have to be very,
on the
we have to be
dependencies
careful.
on the vaccine supply.
We
If
can't let our guard down, as Dr. Vig said. But Sridhar, we Frontline, you've been tracking the numbers as well. You've been tracking this data closely as well. This is worrying, not just the fact that we might be missing targets, but because the government keeps moving the goalposts. If production numbers are so short of our actual targets, why announce these inflated numbers? Why say you'll be able to vaccinate everybody by December when clearly the numbers suggest that we're going to...
So, no, I just want to highlight some of the numbers,
Yes.
so that they are sort of, they shock us into some kind of action. Okay. So between June 1st and the 20th,
Yes.
the rate of about 3.16 million doses per day. Okay.
Right.
Between June 21st and 27th, the 27th being the latest that I have data for a full day, the rate rose up to 6.20 million doses per day. Okay.
Right.
Now,
About
this
30
rate,
lakhs to about 60 lakhs, just converting into lakhs, yes.
Yes. Now, if even at this rate, we have to remember, we have to vaccinate 1878 million people, that is 187.8 crores. Okay, which means, and we have already done 20 odd crore, 320 million deliveries we have already done.
Yes.
Which means 1560 doses are needed to vaccinate everybody above 18 in India. At the rate of 6.20, I mean, even if I assume that is the rate we can maintain a long enough period of time, it would require us 8 months to complete this.
8 more, even if you are vaccinating at the rate of 6.2 million doses a day, or about 62 lakh doses a day, it will take us
but what
8
we are
months.
what we are being told is that 1350 million doses, that is 35 crore doses,
Yes.
are going to be delivered before December 31st.
Yeah.
That is a strike rate of 9 million doses a day.
Yes.
So this is what sets it in context. Now,
Okay, so 8 months is a lot. Okay, let me just ask Dr. Kucheria, because Dr. Kucheria, the problem is that when you try to overhype your vaccine program, like on Yoga Day, big dhamaka that we almost, hit close to 1 crore doses in a single day, and it's wonderful if you're able to ramp up, nothing wrong with it, but it all seemed at the end of the day, if you look at the numbers now, some kind of hype exercise, because you've already come down from 90 lakhs a day on that one day, it fell to 50, 40, and now next month it's all going to be 39, 40 lakhs a day.
I agree with you, Srinivasan, and for the sake of not repeating some of the numbers that have already been detailed, the one positive in all this is, even with that 21st June day hype, is that at least we've proven that we have the capacity, the processes to vaccinate about 1 crore people a day.
That
to me is a positive trend. Let's
Yes,
say
that's
that.
wonderful.
But I do agree with you, unless the company with this affidavit that the government is given, great. But we need further transparencies from the companies themselves to tell us how they are going to ramp up production, contrary to what has been told or been happening in the past months. So that amount of transparency is also required. To me, there are three. One is the production, the other is our processes. I've addressed that. The third part is the recipients. There is still vaccine hesitancy in a lot of areas, and we are seeing, we have to maintain this consistently, as some of the other speakers have also said.
Yeah.
You can't have a hype one day and then dip. And addressing hesitancy, whether it's urban areas
Yes.
or rural, needs to go hand in hand. That is a real problem as well that needs to be addressed.
No, that's
Last point
true.
I'd like to make is, after this surge, maybe we have a little bit of a window of immunity. Large numbers of people got
Yes.
the infection time. So if we have a short break, short breathing room,
That's the
I
time
would
we
say
should
ramp
use
up
to push through.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Ramp up
fair
the
enough.
numbers to 2 crores a day, right? Yeah.
Right. Dr. Vig, let me ask you though, because, ultimately when we talk about the production part, these vaccine makers were already they were not giving very granular, detailed daily or weekly numbers, but broadly they were projecting how much they'll be able to turn out in April, May, June, July. This figure that the government has pushed, that we'll be able to get 12 crore doses in the month of July, this already between Bharat, Biotech and Serum, broadly they say this is what we'll be able to produce. Now this means the government already knew that we'll only be able to do about 40 lakh doses a day in July and maybe even August. And that, why these inflated projections?
So you see, now is the time to make smart, intelligent and scientific decisions. How they can be made. Companies have to come to in India and globally also. So this mix and match policy, which I call prime and boost policy, it has to be used. So these scientific decisions, for example, I can give you an example. Patients who have COVID, they may short of vaccine. For example, if you prime with one vaccine and you boost the immune response with other vaccine, because it is just tricking of body. And
Right.
it is just tricking of body, and tricking of body leads to antibody response.
Right.
It leads to neutralization antibody.
Okay.
And T cell response is a big response. This response comes with even single shot of vaccine.
Okay,
we
we are
have to-
saying go with a single shot till you get enough.
I
shot.
am not saying that. I am saying do some studies in this time and take smart, intelligent, scientific decisions. So this shortage, which is globally there, can be taken care of by mix and match or prime and boost policy. Otherwise, we have to use this policy of lock and unlock. Lock, unlock has to continue.
That's very,
Then
yeah,
our number-
that will
And
get
this policy
unfortunate
plus
already.
this policy plus mix and match policy
Right,
of
already-
vaccination
right,
is a
yeah.
separate data.
Already I think, Maharashtra, wherever you are now seeing Delta Plus popping up, they're already thinking, should we again go in for maybe a little bit of a lock before we fully unlock. But tell me, Dr. Salunke, how worrying we are not able to get that full saturation vaccine coverage in this window that all of you have spoken about. How much does that raise the risk of a third wave?
It definitely increases the risk of the third wave. As a matter of fact, I feel there is absolutely a need for transparency at Government of India level. Let us clearly indicate to the society how much vaccine is going to be available, how protection is going to be given, even single dose, as our colleague is indicating. That combination of those who are infected, we may give a single dose, or maybe delayed doses, or the areas where the infection rates are very high, say in Maharashtra,
Right.
and these areas additional supplies need to be given. So we will have to have all these combination. But Srinivasan, I can tell you one thing, if we are going to play around and going to give some different informations and communications that no, everything is all right. For example, one state said that no, your projections are 3.5 lakhs and we are only 3,000 cases. It will be very wise.
Okay,
One
fair
should
enough,
be
but
transparent and indicate,
transparency,
otherwise we are inviting third wave.
No, you're absolutely, you hit the nail on the head. Transparency is key, but the problem, Sridhar, is that we don't get transparency. It's only because of the Supreme Court and the court putting pressure that these filings have had to happen, and finally we're starting to get the data. But just look at the numbers for Covaxin itself, and you've also been looking at Covaxin.
Yeah.
Government is saying 40 crore doses of Covaxin will be supplied by August, December. That's over 10 times the current supply. They're only doing about 74 lakh doses a month. To meet this 40 crore target, they'll have to produce 8 crore doses a month.
Yeah.
How's that going to happen?
So, Srinivasan, I just wanted to highlight our vaccination program so far. You know, my contention, I strongly believe we don't even have a COVID vaccination policy in India as of now. All we have is a liberalized pricing and an accelerated COVID-19 vaccination strategy. Mind you, India has had a vaccination policy for decades.
Yes.
We don't have a policy on vaccination, and what are the implications of this?
Right.
You have a shortage of vaccines,
Yes.
and epidemiology and science dictate a certain use of the vaccine as a tactical measure against the pandemic.
Yeah.
Now without
You need
a
a policy.
policy in place,
Right.
you have no way of transparently communicating a set of priorities to people at large.
Right.
So
And
everybody is scrambling.
Yeah.
Whoever can afford can get a vaccine, but that is not what science wants.
Okay.
Science demands, and mind you, there's another aspect of this policy which is very, very important. You have already surrendered, or you have promised to surrender 20% of your vaccine capacity
Right.
to private entities
Right.
who have very limited capability in delivering vaccines.
Right.
Outside of the big metros, they are nowhere to be seen.
that's
And-
also important. Right. So that is,
and your vaccine suppliers
Yeah.
deliver to small clinics.
right. So I think these
Yes,
are
you have to
also
learn
important points about
So-
the last mile. But we
Yeah.
first have
So you
to,
don't-
but we first, as you said, have to get that very clear, transparent data on how much can we actually produce, then bring to that, and not turn it into this, one day test, one day match sort of hype, and just be realistic. But anyway, fingers crossed that we will start to see an uptick in terms of how much vaccines are going to come in. So more of transparent hype, I think, would be a welcome change. But thank you all so much for joining me. That's all the time I have on Reality Check. Thank you so much for watching. Good night.